Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some breaking news for you coming out from Israel. It looks like this war is going to begin very soon between Hezbollah and the IDF. We've got reports coming out right now that Israel is ready for an all-out war in Lebanon, and they have plans that have been approved for an offensive targeting Hezbollah. So this is very, very big news. There's been so much escalation over here happening lately. I've done numerous reports of Hezbollah firing rockets to the northern side of the country in Israel. It was starting fires, massive wildfires, displacement of hundreds of thousands of people. And also Israel's been bombing the southern Lebanon like crazy as well. Okay, this war has really just gotten worse and worse and worse over the coming months since it started back in like December. And it's just continuing to get worse every single day, and it looks like this thing is finally going to lead to a major war. I also did a report just the other day that Secretary of State Antony Blinken was telling Benjamin Netanyahu that they were allowing pretty much the sale of any type of weaponry to Israel again, that there was restrictions on certain weapons going to Israel for a while, but now they have lifted all those limitations and restrictions to allow Israel to receive all the weaponry that they need. Many people were thinking that maybe this was for the efforts going on down in Gaza, but what I was talking about was most likely for an escalation with Hezbollah that the Israeli War Cabinet just got together before it was dissolved just the other day, probably about close to a week ago, and during this session, they had supposedly come up with plans to deal with the issue in southern Lebanon with Hezbollah. And most likely that was exactly what we're seeing now, which is these plans that have been officially approved to go after Hezbollah. Okay, so this war is about to begin. It's about to get really nasty. And I've got lots of information to go over here today. We're going to be going over an article, and then I've got multiple things to show you on X that we'll be discussing. So let's go ahead and get right into this. This is on Al Jazeera. Israel ready for all-out war in Lebanon. The Israeli military says its northern command has approved operational plans for war with Lebanon. And just real quick, I apologize for my voice. I'm kind of losing it just a little bit. I'm a little bit under the weather, been kind of congested, so I apologize if I got to clear my voice every now and then, but we'll get through this together. Israel is ready for an all-out war in Lebanon and has plans approved for an offensive targeting Hezbollah, officials have said. The claims from Israel's foreign minister, and military late on Tuesday followed Hezbollah's release of threatening drone footage. The climbing tension conflicts with the United States' efforts to avert an escalation amid months of low-level hostilities across the Israeli-Lebanon border. So that's been some big news lately, is there was some drone footage that was released from Hezbollah showing the Haifa ports, okay? There's a called the Port of Haifa. It's a town really close to Lebanon, okay? And it's right on the coastline there. And they were recording like the areas, the docks areas, and all the civilians, showing that they could target Haifa. And I believe it just came under attack just recently in the last week or so as well. I remember seeing some video footage of some of the ports there on fire due to rocket fire from Hezbollah. So it says here, 9-minute drone footage of the Israeli port city of Haifa filmed in daytime showed civilian and military areas, including malls and residential quarters, in addition to a weapons manufacturing complex and missile defense batteries. Israel's Foreign Minister Israel Katz responded vehemently in a post on X, calling out Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah for boasting about filming the ports of Haifa, which are operated by foreign companies from China and India. So we will go over his X post whenever I start showing you some information on X here in just a moment. So it says here, we are very close to the moment of decision to change the rules against Hezbollah in Lebanon. In an all-out war, Hezbollah will be destroyed and Lebanon will be severely hit, he wrote. Later, the Israeli military said in a statement that Ori Gordon, head of its northern command, which includes the front line with Hezbollah, has approved plans to mount a ground assault across Israel's northern border. So look at that. That is absolutely huge, okay? Ori Gordon, he's the head of Northern Command of the IDF, okay? He's in control of the operations that happen on the northern side of Israel. So if he's coming out and saying they have approved plans to mount a ground assault, okay, they are going to go in. Okay, they are going in probably very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in the next couple days, that they start to move in and attack Hezbollah. As part of the situational assessment, Operational plans for an offensive in Lebanon were approved and validated, and decisions were taken on the continuation of increasing the readiness of troops in the field, it said. Israel and Hezbollah had been engaged in border fighting since shortly after the start of the war on Gaza, following the October 7th attacks on Israel. Confrontation is increasingly expanding, with both sides saying they are ready to go to war. Nasrallah is scheduled to deliver a speech on Wednesday afternoon. He has said in the past that Hezbollah will only stop its attacks if Israel halts its invasion of Gaza, which has killed at least 37,000 Palestinians. So this is absolutely huge, guys. Excuse me again. Israeli military has been regularly launching airstrikes on Lebanon since the start of the war. On Tuesday, it claimed to have hit military infrastructure across multiple areas in the south of the country. So I will cite this down below if you guys want to read some more of this. It talks more about this war and how things are escalating down in Israel with Hezbollah. So if you guys want to check that out, again, I'll cite that down below, and you can go ahead and read it for yourself. But I've got several more things that I want to start showing you now on X. We're going to talk a little bit about Hassan Nasrallah's speech as well. At the time that I record this, it's currently 11:53 a.m. On June 19th, 2024, and I believe the speech from Hassan Nasrallah could already be released because I've been seeing some scenes or some little snippets of him speaking. So we're going to be showing you some of that today. Excuse me, I apologize. My voice today is just not doing too good right now. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Excuse me. This one's from Israel Katz, okay? He's the foreign minister. This is the post that was on Al Jazeera that we were looking at earlier that I was going to show you guys. So it says here, Nasrallah boasts today about filming the ports of Haifa, operated by international companies from China and India, and threatens to attack them. We are very close to the moment of decision to change the rules against Hezbollah in Lebanon. In an all-out war, Hezbollah will be destroyed and Lebanon will be severely hit. The state of Israel will pay a price on the front and home fronts, but with a strong and united nation and the full power of the IDF, we will restore security to the residents in the north. So that's something big that Israel's been talking about for a long time, that they cannot allow their citizens to go back to the north side. Many of them have been displaced and have never returned to their homes due to all these rocket attacks from Hezbollah all the time. So that's what Israel's been mainly speaking about a lot of the times when it comes to invading Lebanon, going after Hezbollah, is that they want to restore the security to the residents of the north side, because even lately, when all these fires were started just recently in the last few weeks that I did reports on, these fires were started due to rocket attacks on the northern side of the country, and now it's hot over there because it's summer. So many of the residents were calling on the government and saying, hey, we need security over here on the north side. You guys are just leaving us over here. You're not helping us. We're under constant attack every single day. So the residents on the northern side of the country are also putting pressure on the Israeli government and Benjamin Netanyahu and his cabinet to do something about this. So that's why most likely what we're going to see here very soon is war with Hezbollah. Next up, I want to show you this from Iran Observer. Breaking. Massive increase in canceled hotel bookings in Cyprus following Hezbollah threat, says Cypriot media. Hezbollah warned that if Cyprus provides Israel with airports and military bases, it will be struck. So we're seeing a bunch of hotel bookings in Cyprus that are being canceled now because Hezbollah is warning Cyprus that if they allow them to use their airports and their military bases, they will be next in line to be struck. So this is very, very big. Things are getting out of control, very crazy over here, very fast. And let's continue on. From Vicegrad 24, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah threatening Cyprus. So this is him actually making the statement to Cyprus, telling them to not get involved in this and don't allow Israel to use their airports and their military bases. Take a look.
يجب أن تحذر الحكومة القبرصية أن فتح المطارات والقواعد القبرصية للعدو الإسرائيلي لاستهداف لبنان يعني أن الحكومة القبرصية أصبحت جزءا من الحرب وستتعاطى معها المقاومة على أنها جزء من الحرب. يجب أن تحذر.
So there we can see directly from Hassan Nasrallah stating that if Israel allows them to use their airports and bases, they will be struck, they will be attacked. So very crazy, guys. It is escalating over here very, very quickly. Next up, I want to show you this from Megatron Ron. Breaking. The U.S. aircraft carrier Gerald R. Ford and its accompanying fleet are urgently headed for the Mediterranean, specifically the coast of northern Israel. This comes after the IDF announced that the plan for invading Lebanon has been granted. So this is very huge. I mean, look at that, guys. This comes after the IDF announced the plan for invading Lebanon has been granted. So this thing is coming very soon. And if this aircraft carrier is moving over to the Mediterranean Sea to support Israel, this is going to go down, okay? This is exactly what we saw right before Israel invaded Gaza. The aircraft carrier, I think it was the Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower, moved off the coast of Israel as well in the Mediterranean to support them in their efforts to invade Gaza. Now we're seeing the same thing happening. It's just a different aircraft carrier going over here to support, which I think is interesting because we just did a report recently that the Dwight D. Eisenhower supposedly got attacked by the Yemen Houthis, and we haven't really heard anything about the Eisenhower since. So I wonder where it's at right now. Supposedly it's supposed to be down near the Gulf of Aden or somewhere over there in the Indian Sea. But last I heard, it was heading over to Saudi Arabia, and then it took off and went somewhere else. So like I said, big news, guys. Next up again from Iran Observer, breaking. Hezbollah's leader says that Iran has contacted us to send thousands of fighters. We said we already have more than 100,000 fighters and we've lost count. So this is another big thing here too, is that Hezbollah's come out many times. They said, we've got plenty of fighters. We can take care of Israel on our own. We've got over 100,000 fighters available. They've also got supposedly millions of rockets and ammunition that they can use to fight this war. And then also some other countries nearby, I think Syria and also Iraq, were talking about sending fighters from there over to Lebanon as well. So this could draw multiple countries into the conflict, and at the very worst, could eventually draw Iran, into this conflict as well, which Iran has been communicating with Hezbollah a lot lately and saying that they're willing to send fighters over there, send weapons, send whatever they need to support them, okay? This is very, very big. Also from Iran Observer, breaking up until now, we have fought with some of our own weapons. Now we have received new weapons. The party that should be in fear is the enemy, not us, Hezbollah's leader. So apparently they've got new weapons. We have no idea what these weapons are. We know that they've got much more powerful missiles that they haven't been using. Hassan Nasrallah has come out in the past and said that they've only been using like 20% or 10% of their actual powerful munitions that they have. Supposedly they've got much more advanced weaponry in the background that they haven't even accessed yet. That's what they've been stating. But we'll have to see what these new weapons are. I'm sure that's gotta send a chill down Israel's spine just a little bit. I'm sure they're worried in some ways how they're going to combat this war. And again, you know, we could have a major war breaking out in the Middle East at the start of this, considering that Hezbollah is very powerful. Okay. Next up, Iran Observer again. Breaking. Israel must await from us from land, air, and sea, Hezbollah leader. We will fight with no red lines and no boundaries. There isn't a point we can't reach, and each missile and drone will hit a different target. So what this sounds like to me is Hezbollah is going to unleash a massive attack onto Israel if they get invaded in some sort of way. That's what it tells me right there. They say land, air, and sea. So they'll be attacking from the sea, attacking from the skies, attacking from land. This is just, like I said, is going to get out of control very, very quickly. That's going to be it for the X-Post, by the way. But there's just so much information coming out on this right now. And it's very, very possible that very soon, within the next probably couple days, we could see an announcement from the IDF that they're going after Hezbollah. And this is going to get very, very insane over here very quick. And we're going to have a lot of casualties. And this whole area, the whole region of the Middle East is going to erupt. And in my personal opinion, I think there's probably more countries that will get involved in this. Who knows if Syria could get involved, maybe Iraq or Iran. Okay, multiple countries could start joining this effort in this fight against Israel, and it could get really bad quickly. So let me know what you think down below. Share your thoughts, concerns, and opinions down in the comment section. That's going to be it for this update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care, and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.